Today I will be sharing 10 of my all-time favorite 2-ingredient dump and go slow cooker recipes with you. These recipes literally only have 2 ingredients in them, not including seasonings of course, but these are so easy to make. You just dump the ingredients into the slow cooker and they are still so delicious, only having such minimal ingredients. Let's get to my kitchen and let's get started. To start us off today, we're making these enchilada bowls. So to begin, I have my slow cooker here and I'm adding my chicken into my slow cooker. The second ingredient I'm adding in is a 28-ounce can of enchilada sauce. Put the lid on top and cook this on low for about 6 to 7 hours. Once the cooking time is up, the chicken is just going to shred and fall apart basically with one fork. This is like such tender chicken. We served ours in a bowl with white rice, black beans, diced tomatoes, sour cream, avocado, and green onions. But serve yours however you choose to do so. These enchilada bowls are 10 out of 10. They are absolutely deliciously so good. These are my favorite barbecue chicken drumsticks ever. Add between 6 to 10 chicken drumsticks into your slow cooker. Now get started on the dry rub. It's 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and ground mustard. This dry rub is so good. It is amazing on like ribs. It is just so good on anything barbecue. Give it a good stir. Now sprinkle it over the top of the chicken drumsticks. You could always double or half this recipe just to let you know. Now add a cup of barbecue sauce over the top. I really like the Great Value brand of barbecue sauce. I just think it has good flavor. Also, it's super affordable. Give this a little stir and let this cook on low for about 7 hours. Once the cooking time is up, you could serve these barbecue drumsticks up. This recipe is on page 165 in my cookbook. So if you have a cookbook, open it up. But these are the best ever barbecue chicken drumsticks. They're fall apart tender. The barbecue sauce is like glossy. I served them with mashed potatoes and green beans on the side. Now we are making this pepperoncini roast, and don't go knocking this recipe until you try it. Add your large chuck roast into your slow cooker, and depending on how much you like pepperoncini peppers, add between a 16 to 32 ounce jar with the juice of those pepperoncini peppers. Then add in 1/2 cup of water. Cook this on low for 8 hours or until the roast is tender. My house was smelling so good at this point, but we served ours over rice with some of the juice in the slow cooker. This is super flavorful, and if you like pepperoncini peppers, you will really like this. I also served this with a side salad. I did try this side salad kit. It is like the barbecue flavor one, and it has like fried dill pickles in it, and it is really good. So if you like barbecue and pickles, I think you'll like this side salad kit. Now we are making these salsa tacos, so over to my slow cooker, add in about 2 pounds of chicken breast. Just toss it into your slow cooker. Now I'm adding in a tablespoon of taco seasoning, then add in 16 ounces of salsa. You could use homemade salsa, you could use a jar of salsa, really any type of salsa will work. Cook this on low for 6 hours, and after 6 hours, your chicken just should shred into super small pieces like this. So shred it up, and then you could serve it up. We served ours in tortillas with some shredded cheese, diced onions, guacamole, sour cream, and cilantro, but you could serve these over tortilla chips and tostadas. You could serve these like in burritos. These tacos are so easy to make, so affordable, and so good. Now we are making these buffalo chicken sandwiches, and oh boy, to say my husband devoured these is an understatement. Add between 3 to 4 chicken breasts into your slow cooker. Next, add about 1/2 cup of buffalo sauce over the top. I used the Frank's brand, but you could use any brand or any type of buffalo sauce. Then sprinkle a tablespoon of ranch seasoning over the top of that. Cover this with a lid and cook this on low for about 6 to 7 hours or until the chicken is fall apart tender. Once the chicken is tender, just shred up the chicken. I'm using my electric hand mixer carefully, but you could shred it with 2 forks or a meat masher. We served ours in hamburger buns with a slice of mozzarella cheese, tomatoes, and lettuce, but you could serve this however you choose to do so. This buffalo chicken is so delicious and tastes like fancy. It's really good. I also served these with green beans on the side. I tried these restaurant style garlic parmesan green beans. They're by Green Giant, and I thought they were really good. I just microwaved them to heat them up. Now we are making this Italian chicken. Add 3 to 4 large chicken breasts into your slow cooker. I totally forgot to take mine out to thaw, so mine was still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. Next, add in 3/4 cup of Italian salad dressing. I do recommend the Olive Garden brand. Now cook this on low for about 6 to 7 hours or until the chicken is shreddable. Now shred up your chicken. I'm shredding mine with an electric hand mixer, but you could shred yours with 2 forks or 1 fork. It will really be that easy to shred. We served ours over cooked up white rice with cantaloupe on the side. We have been getting some delicious melons here in Utah recently. It is like melon season and it is so good. I've been thinking about meatball subs a lot recently, so now we're making these meatball subs. I'm starting out by spraying my slow cooker with nonstick spray just for easy cleanup in the end. Now I'm adding in a 32-ounce bag of Italian-style frozen meatballs. I just added it into my slow cooker. Next, add in 2 24-ounce jars of pasta sauce. Then you are going to stir super well to coat the meatballs in the sauce. Cook this on low for about 6 hours, and once the cooking time is done, you are just going to pull out a sheet pan lined with parchment paper and just add your hoagie rolls to your sheet pan. You could use however many hoagie rolls you would like, or you don't have to use hoagie rolls. You could serve these meatballs over rice or mashed potatoes or pasta. But now I'm placing a slice of mozzarella cheese in my hoagie rolls and broil this for about 1 to 2 minutes just to make the rolls a nice golden color. Place your meatballs into your rolls. I used about 4 meatballs for each rolls. Then you could serve this up. Here's what my meatball subs look like. This is a great alternative to like making your own homemade meatballs and your own homemade sauce and just taking hours and hours trying to make regular meatball subs. This is really good. I also served this with a side salad. I tried another one of these kits. This is the avocado ranch kit, and I really liked it. I like trying these kits sometimes when they're on sale. Now we are making these pork chops and gravy. So to this bowl, I'm adding in 10 ounces of cream of soup. You could use any type of cream of soup, but I am using this gluten-free brand just because sometimes I get questions about gluten-free cream of soups. So I wanted to try this for you. It had a really great roasted garlic and herb flavor. It was super good. Then I added in 10 ounces of water and I gave it a really good whisk until the sauce was smooth. Now to a slow cooker, add between 4 to 8 pork chops. I used boneless pork chops. Pour the gravy sauce all over the top and cook this on low for about 7 hours. Once the pork chops are like fall apart tender, you could serve them up. We served ours over mashed potatoes with plenty of the gravy sauce over the top. These pork chops are like fall apart tender. They are so good. I love when pork chops are tender like this. We just don't love them when they're like hockey puck hard. But we also served them with some fresh broccoli and ranch on the side. Now we are making these seasoned chicken drumsticks. So first add your chicken drumsticks into your slow cooker. Next add in your seasoning. So add in a 1.5 teaspoons of salt, then a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Next add in 1 teaspoon of chili powder, then 2 teaspoons of paprika, followed by a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. These are very flavorful. You don't have to add in any liquid. Just cook this on low for 7 hours. Once the cooking time is up, you could serve this up. We served ours over some buttered egg noodles with green beans on the side. As you could see, these chicken drumsticks just fall apart. I love drumsticks because they're very affordable and very high in protein and very juicy and good. These barbecue pork chops are a total winner. To your slow cooker, add in between 4 to 8 pork chops. I'm using boneless pork chops and just sprinkle them with a dash of pepper. Next, add in 1 cup of barbecue sauce. Just pour it over the top. Then add in 1/2 cup of water. After you add your water in, give it a stir just to let those pork chops get coated super well in this sauce. Cover this with a lid and let this cook on low for about 7 hours. I have a cookbook and I have an entire section in my cookbook dedicated to slow cooker recipes. It's one of my favorite sections. I do have 8 different sections in my cookbook if you don't have one yet, but once your pork chops are done cooking, you can serve them up. We served ours over mashed potatoes. I love cooking with pork chops just because they're a great high protein, affordable